By show of hands, who of you likes free food? Perfect, because free pizza changed my life. It was a cold October evening, my freshman year at college, and I was in the main building of my university, the Warsaw School of Economics, finishing up the last day of a 5-day marathon called Student Union Elections Campaign. Now, I had dedicated all my time to this. Ever since high school, I wanted to become a policymaker and work in Brussels, in the European Union structures. So I was dedicated, and becoming a member of my university student union seemed like a natural next step to achieving my professional goal. Nothing else mattered. So that October evening, as I was packing up my things, I bumped into my friend, coincidentally named Michal as well. He said, I'm hungry, let's grab a slice of pizza that they have in the room upstairs in one of the student club's meetings. He said it would take only a minute. Now, I was exhausted. I was exhausted to the point that I think I actually snoozed when he was telling me this. But somehow I agreed. Unfortunately, that minute turned into a dreadful hour, a dreadful presentation that I had to sit through. The presentation was called Consulting, the best job in the world. I was really angry at him, and as soon as they finished, I just stormed out of the room. I went back home. As I got back home, I opened my laptop, and there was an email from him saying, well, you left before they started signing people up for projects, so I signed you up for one. Now, I was not happy or thankful. But I am happy today. I am happy that I bumped into him. I am happy that I had this hour-long slice of pizza, and I am thankful that he signed me up for this project. Because of this project, I actually joined the consulting club, and the next year I became its president. In this club, I first heard the name Procter & Gamble, and I fell in love with marketing, which led to my career in brand management and eventually got me here. So the slice of pizza that I had no rational reason to go for at the moment actually inflicted a series of events that changed my life choices. Now, ever since then, I've had many more serendipitous events in my life. And each single one of them led to the happiest memories and the closest relationships that I cherish and hold deep in my heart. Now, to me, this is the true impact of serendipity. Why am I telling you this? Because I know that each single one of you has had at least one serendipitous event in your life, even though you might not know what you did to make this opportunity happen. So today, I want to share with you 4 suggestions that help me increase serendipity in my life, and hopefully will help you as well. So number 1, just turn up. When I was working in Procter & Gamble in Geneva, there was a small digital media agency that reached out to me and asked me if I can have an hour meeting with them. I didn't want to, for 3 reasons. I wasn't looking for a digital agency, I was swamped with work, and it was the last week before the 3-week vacation that I had booked a year earlier. But again, somehow I agreed. We had the call, exchanged emails, did not talk for a year. After a year, I got shipped back to Poland, and I was in need of a digital agency. So I called them up, I hired them, we did the project, it was super successful, so I went out for beers with one of the co-founders. After 2 or 3 beers, I think I became a little bit too sincere with him because I told him that I'm actually really not happy with my current position at P&G, and I want to change something in my professional life. I wasn't looking for advice, but what he said next just hit me like a rock. He said, why don't you get an MBA? You know what? He was one of only 5 GSB grads that lived in Poland at that time. What are the chances, right? Now, he helped me with the application, wrote one of the recommendation letters, and the rest is history. So we often find ourselves being invited to meetings, and at least my default is to decline when I don't see an immediate benefit. But I challenge you, just as I challenge myself, to make just turn up a rule. Number 2, put yourself in the right place. So this happened when I was junior at my college, and I wanted to spend my summer in marketing at a CPG company, the best in the world, not Pepsi. P&G, I'm sorry. Procter & Gamble. Now, the tough part is that they had a limited number of slots, and it was really hard to get a hold of marketing managers. So what I did is I applied to an IT case study, of course, with no prior IT background. Somehow I got in. Now, when I walked into the room and everyone started introducing themselves, I really felt out of place because there were 29 CS and engineering majors and me, marketing and management major. But you know what? One of the panelists was a brand manager, and I was the only person interested in marketing. So I just approached him after the case study. I told him, hey, can we grab a coffee? This coffee led to me getting an interview and eventually getting an internship. So paraphrasing famous Steve Ballmer's presentation to developers, location, location, location. If you want to find relevant people to your cause, make sure you put yourself right in the middle. Number 3, use serendipity engines. I started my blog in July 2013, just before coming to the GSB. And throughout the last 1.5 years, I've had more people reach out to me than throughout the previous 28 years of my life. In fact, one person wrote to me that my blog was one of the reasons that he applied to the GSB. He got in, and he's coming next fall. So who knows, maybe he'll become my future co-founder and a fellow billionaire. But my point is here that there's so many of those engines, and you can name them: WordPress, Medium, Twitter, Facebook, and I think it's a sin not to be using them because they're out there 24/7, so they create this amazing background hum for opportunity and for serendipity. And last but not least is don't require a reason. Particularly in business school, I find myself needing a reason for every single thing I do. In fact, last year I signed up for a D-School class called Leadership Through Flow. People ask me, like, why did you do that? And I told them, like, I don't know. And to be honest with you, I still have no clue why I did that. But it was refreshing, it was fun, and I learned that such seemingly insignificant thing as posture can have a major impact on how people perceive your leadership skills. So it's okay to say, I don't know why. It's okay to do things even if you don't know why, because the experience and the knowledge that you can get out of them can benefit you in the most unexpected of circumstances. Now, there's an obvious danger. There's an obvious danger with serendipity. There's an obvious danger in chasing those open-ended opportunities that might not have an immediate benefit in your life. The danger is that you get distracted from your day-to-day work and you become frustrated. But you know what? If you don't open your life for serendipity, you'll get stuck in a rut and you'll become miserable. So, what I think the solution is to find the Goldilocks zone of not too little, not too much. Just enough so that the next time your friend tells you there's a free pizza at an event, take him or her on it, because that free pizza can change your life. It surely changed mine. Thank you.